Right, welcome to week 3 here, Foundations League feature matches. We got a new player to our server here, Asher, or username Chromacality, up against a longtime veteran here, two-time winner, Adam S. We got Chris R here with me tonight. How's it going?
It's going good. Looking forward to the match here.
Yeah, Asher, he threw away a hand that I think a lot of people might have kept, and now he's going to have to go to 5. His original hand was Llanowar Elves, Quilled Great Worm, which is that 6 mana 7/7 mythic that just puts millions of counters on everything, and 5
hmm
lands.
Oh,
I think a lot of people might keep that hand just because of
I'm always looking for
yeah.
excuses to keep, so you might catch me in that boat.
Yeah, that one is very on the borderline. What's Adam working with here?
So Adam, has got 4 lands, including this Evolving Wilds he's about to cast. He's on blue-red with a Balmor, Heartfire Immolator, Battlesong Berserker, and a Disdainful Stroke for a little backup.
Oh, looks like we might have some blue-red deck here.
hmm
Very pretty Llanowar Elves in play here. Not even sure where that art is from, but here we are.
Yeah, I've never seen that before either.
Yeah, so it should be a pretty even matchup here as far as how many packs the players have. Asher's on 7-5, and Adam's on 6-6. So, pretty even match here. Both of them got their snowlands going. Uh, I, snowlands are added to my pool, and I don't I don't think I'll be using them, but that's just because I don't have any snow cards. But in
Yeah,
hand, Asher's got a bite down here, which I think he's just about to use. He's got a treetop snare spitter, and he's got Exemplar of Light, the white rare, the angel.
I like that angel a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the few turns, Adam's picked up a refute and another land.
yeah. So he's getting a little bit of pressure here, but as we see with the mulligan to 5, Asher needs a land or other things to cast, but he's making do for the time being, but might catch up to him here. Yeah. Well, how have you felt about the snowlands? Do you have any cards that you could use with that care
So
about snow?
I snuck out of that plane with only 1 pack, so I have basically no reason to play the Snowlands, but I did just to a little subterfuge, throw people off. Not worth it because of the way Arena prioritizes those things.
Yeah, I too I came out with 1 pack and no snow cards to speak of, but I've seen some people have some pretty cool snow cards. Um, my concern about putting snowlands in my deck for no reason is if anybody has that rare Redain that says your opponent's snowlands coming to play tap, I would just feel like incredibly stupid. I know it's a very small chance, but you know those things
Yeah.
happen.
Well, I mean, if it's in the sideboard, I'd put it in for sure. So I
Yes.
think Adam's just priced into, um, canceling anything that comes up here, and now he gets to pitch a land and see what else he's got. So
Yeah, so
not too bad.
Asher's got a nice board presence, but as we can see with only 1 card in hand, again being that exemplar of light, not too much else going on, and not too many great attacks here. So uh, Adam's gonna have time to potentially do what he needs to do here. Interesting that the scavenging ooze has eaten his own creature. That would indicate he doesn't have too much graveyard recursion, or if so, that Valkyrie was not a card he cared about recurring.
Yeah, and Adam is going to be a little bummed that he just went ahead and snapped that off because he drew a Slag Storm.
Oh, so yeah, that might have been yeah, and the more and more this treetop snare spinner stays in play, the worse the slag storm is going to get.
hmm
But this giant's amulet, very very annoying card. Just paying 5 mana for a 4/5 hexproof, as long as it's untapped.
Yeah, so we're kind of at a bit of a board stall here.
Yeah, I mean we have the dazzling angel that can get in now that it's going to have a counter. So that's oh, he says I'm not going to attack. I fear what may be coming. I think I would probably just have to attack if I was him. He's his blocks are okay if Adam has something that he wants to attack with.
Yeah, and you assume he's going to be drawing some lands here at some point, which is not going to help him advance his board state.
Yeah, well, he does need a plains specifically. Uh, does Asher? He's got a banishing light now, so he's thinking about what he wants to do with it. I'm certain he's going to play it this turn. Might just pick off Balmor, that is a very explosive card. He might just go for the 3/4 just as the solid body. I doubt he would take the amulet because there's still a 4/4 giant sitting in play.
Yeah, so Adam's draw last turn is pretty interesting. A
Oh,
Cyclone Summoner.
okay. Oh, wow. So he decided not to go for the banishing light here, but is everything? I is Balmor? I think Balmor's a wizard, is he? Because that card
Uh,
bounces everything except wizards and giants.
Giants, Wizards, and Lands. That's
Lands,
right.
non-lands. Yeah, it bounces. Yeah, all non-land permanents that aren't wizards or giants here.
I mean, that's really gonna one more land, and I think that's gonna be pretty interesting, pretty tough.
Yeah. So he did find something he wanted to banishing light here. I guess he figured Balmor wasn't too much of a concern. Not sure why he's not attacking here. He's not gonna win like the the long game here against the blue deck that can probably draw cards at some point. So he's setting up his defense, but if Adam's able to get attacks, it's not going to matter. Let's see. So what else is Adam holding here?
Yeah, so
It's
Adam
not
just drew a
lands.
Brindborn Cutthroat, and I think he pulled it up to check types on it,
It's
maybe
a
to
rogue, right?
see.
Right. Is it a rogue? Pirate? It's one of those.
Yeah, Merfolk Pirate, I believe.
Yeah, there it is.
So he's going to get the Cutthroat down, and then he's going to Disdainful Stroke this Exemplar of Light. It's pretty nice turn of events
Yeah,
there for
Exemplar
him.
of Light, very nice combo with a lot of things in the set, but as far as this board goes, the Dazzling Angel, obviously, that's just a two-card combo in itself that just can take over a game. Yeah, Exemplar of Light, not hard at all to go off with that card. I can speak from experience.
Yeah, this Mistwalker for turn,
That
notably both a
is
Wizard and a
really good.
Giant.
Yeah, yeah. That card was. I don't know how good it is in this context, but in Gauntlet it was kind of like sneaky good. I suspect it's probably pretty decent in our league context here.
Yeah, I remember that one when that one would wheel, you'd be pretty happy to pick it up ninth or 10th or something.
Yeah, this Cyclone Summoner is gonna really set back uh, Asher here. He's gonna empty his hand here with his Sarah Angel, and as soon as the land shows up, it's gonna be bad news. Because I believe Balmor is a wizard. The giant token will remain, and the Mistwalker will remain, and he even
Yeah,
gets the
Balmor is a
advantage.
wizard for sure.
And he even gets the advantage of being able to recast the amulet again at some point, and he gets his Archmage into play that's under the banishing light. So this is going to be particularly brutal when it occurs. And again, just like an offset card, no way to ever play around it.
Yep, and here it comes. We're seeing it right now.
Yeah, so this is a brutal one. This yeah, Asher's like, wait a minute, this seems bad for me, and yeah, so just absolute blowout here. Going to be very hard to come back from this.
Yeah,
I think
I
he
wasn't
needed. I
even
think he needed
tracking.
Day of Judgment here. I think he needed Day of Judgment, but if he has it, which obviously I don't know if he has it. Yeah, he says I'm
Yeah,
gonna replay my Llanowar Elves. I'm gonna Banishing Light your three. I don't know. Yeah. So Banishing Light the 7/7. It actually, if the Banishing Light goes away, the second summoner only works if it was cast, I believe. So you can't abuse the enters trigger here.
yep, it does say if you cast it from your hand. That's exactly right.
Yeah, but I mean, he just
Ah,
wanted to get the most power off the board. But yeah, that was just a game where, yeah, Asher needed to get on board faster, and now he can just say, yeah, I can wipe away Balmor. I don't need him too much. I can attack here for more than half my opponent's life total, and then win next turn, basically.
yeah, he's gonna add one more point of damage to it. Here it looks like.
Yeah, have you played much of Goldvein pick in this format? I'm kind of into it. I mean, it was good in call time, and I think it's still good.
Yeah, I've played it a lot in draft. I don't have one in my
Yeah.
pool, but I would play it. I mean, for sure.
Yeah, I've been playing two of them in my league deck, and I figure one of them is going to get the cut soon, but my packs have been weak enough that I haven't found too many cards I wanted to bring in from my packs. Ooh, he's got a cute little Toski that he's drawn off the top here. That's a fun one
That's
from
nice.
Call Time Week, but don't think there's much of anything that can be done here with the 5 mana. He can play 2 creatures, but I mean, if he survives the turn, which he might, you know, he has no way to claw back here, unfortunately. Yeah, Cyclone Summoner was absolutely brutal. I guess
Yeah, and
his
just
little
going to
yeah.
5 is so hard to come
He
back
also
from.
instantly realized the slight sequencing error, which could have gained him a life. But I'd be surprised if that life matters. And
No, and just another answer after, answers galore here.
yeah, pretty scary display put on here by Adam. But he did have a lot of time to get into it. Asher's deck is well, obviously you can see he's playing green white, which is a color pair that wants to be assertive normally. So he was obviously not able to do that because he had his mulligan. But I think he realizes he needs to get on board quick against this deck. There was a few turns where he was not attacking with that Dazzling Angel when it was a 3/4, but it did have attacks, which perhaps now that he saw that Adam's late game is very scary, he might attack maybe a little bit more here when given this
Yeah,
chance.
and he had the Rogue's Passage out, which maybe, is a way to sneak some last bit of damage through.
Yeah,
So,
looks like he's thinking about bringing in a Broken Wings here. There wasn't too many flyers on the other side, but maybe he saw enough to know that maybe he wants it, or maybe he snuck a look at Adam's pool and saw maybe there's some good flyers.
yeah.
What's Adam doing over there?
Adam similarly went straight to the search bar and write an ENCH, looking for things to deal with the the enchantment removal, I think. But so far
In,
he hasn't made any changes.
in blue and red, I'm not sure what he's looking for here.
Yeah,
Either
I don't know if he's got an evolving wild, so maybe he would splash for something, but
yeah,
yeah.
there's not known for their ability to interact with enchantments are those 2 colors. So looks like he took out what was it, a Vanguard Seraph, which is just that 4 mana 3/3 flying. Maybe he says I need something a little heavier hitting. I see a Beastkin Ranger in his sideboard. That's a card I think I would just always play in my like assertive green white deck. That card can hit hard in the early game.
Yeah, that card definitely hits harder than you might think at first blush.
Yeah, it's like it's
Adam
really
shifted
quite a
back.
problem
He made no
sometimes.
changes.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm surprised to see a card like that in his sideboard. It's a pretty assertive 3-drop in a deck that, you know, by my assumption is looking to be pretty assertive here.
Yeah, Adam. He's also got a Niv Mizzet Visionary that was at the top end. He's got some pretty good top end. Looks like a nice little spells deck he's got brewed up.
Yeah, one of the cards he actually did bring in was this Iron Verdict, which is in his opening hand. I believe it's deal 5 damage to a tapped creature, and it has Foretell.
Okay.
Foretell's been a little strange in this league because, like, I'm not one to usually open up an opponent's pool, but if somebody like somebody foretold a card against me today, I was like, how many cards can they have with Foretell in their pool? And then
Yeah, exactly.
I was actually able to determine that he had a Doomscar as his foretold card, and was able to play around it, to the best of my abilities. Once I
That's pretty
realized that it
sweet.
was a Doomscar, well, it was one of 2 things, and I said, well, I'll play as if it's Doomscar because the other card didn't matter, and it was. So yeah, a little weird thing because like normally if this was like Kaldheim League, I'm not going to open up my opponent's pool because like you know they could have 20 cards
Right.
with
Precisely.
Foretell. They could have like 10 or 12 just within their colors potentially, but in this league where somebody's going to have maybe 3 or 4 cards max in their whole pool, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing that you can do. Yeah, so even me that doesn't normally look at pools. So Adam, in the meantime, Adam seems to be stuck here, unfortunately, while
Yep.
Asher is just putting the beats on him here with these flyers. So
These were the two lands in his opening hand, so you can see how that went, and that's gonna do it. I think he didn't draw land again
Yeah,
here.
that's kind of why I was chatting about other stuff going on, just because there
Yep.
wasn't too much going on here. One player curved out pretty nicely. The other one didn't cast spells for the most part. So yeah, not too much to talk about from that one.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at his pool here. I don't think we saw anything. It's nothing too crazy that we didn't see in the first game from Adam, anyway.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of blue red, both in draft and just around the league tables here. So interesting that he and a lot of his, I mean, synergy here is from Kaldheim, right? With that 7/7 that really just worked wonders there. I mean, a lot of things are wizards, so it's not that hard to make that work, particularly in those colors. But very impressive to find like a new synergy that he can take advantage of.
Yeah, he's got a Gadwick here. We didn't see that.
That's a nice wizard too.
Mm-hmm.
That is a card that draws a lot of cards. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so
Yeah, so
some very
Adam,
cool cards from Eldraine and Kaldheim here for Adam.
yeah, I mean, I'm jealous. It looks pretty neat. He put in a so tiny, maybe just to try and slow down a little bit, one drop, but then he took it right back out. So far no changes.
What's is that like? It's -2 -0, but if they have 7 cards in their graveyard, it's like -6 -0 or something like that.
Yeah, correct for one
Yeah,
blue.
I drafted a lot in those days. And Eldraine was a fun set to draft, but like as fun as Eldraine was to draft and to play as its own format, I don't know. I haven't been digging it that much. Revisiting it here for a week.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too, but and I haven't gotten into my games yet, but yeah, I can see it's just old, it's just older. It doesn't hit the same way.
It's showing its age. Yeah, I took a loss. I decided to go for the 10 commons. So out of 24 cards, I added 2 cards to my deck, and they were both commons out of 24 cards.
Yeah, great.
And I was pretty adamant about I was very much in favor of the popper choice. If I lose again, I'll have to take a moment to consider rather than make a snap
Yeah.
decision. But yeah, two cards out of 24. It's not what you like. Yeah, yeah. I'm just not getting the excitement that I did back when I played the set because I'm just seeing these cards and I'm like, well, in my deck, these cards don't do anything. Oh well. So what's Adam got going on there?
So he's got all his colors. You can see he's got a mountain and an island in hand. He's got a slag storm, this berserker he's about to play, and he's got Gadwick and then another summoner. So I think he's just trying to
Is that the Cyclone Summoner
hold
again?
things down. Yep, he's got the summoner again.
Yeah, Asher did not side in any giants or wizards, to my knowledge. So
Bummer.
yeah, interesting that he did not try and play Sarah Angel here. I wonder because he does have a plains in hand, but he just played forest instead. Not sure if that was done on purpose or if he's holding it in fear of something. But I would have imagined I would be playing my Sarah Angel there.
Yeah, has he got a flash creature? Maybe he's trying to
No, he's got a
sneak in.
masked. He's got a masked vandal, and he's got
Okay.
some lands and a Sarah Angel.
Okay.
Is he maybe? I don't know. Maybe he indicated that he just played his land too fast and put the forest in play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because yeah, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him if that was an error. If he's holding it, maybe he's seen something in Adam's pool indicates he wants to do that. And yeah, there's Gadwick.
So just lands off of Gadwick, so still the Cyclone Summoner and Slag Storm for Adam.
I mean, to me that looked like a 5 mana creature that drew 2 cards. You know how I like those things.
I do know how you like those.
All right, so this time he is going to deploy the Sarah Angel. So I'm assuming that was just a mild, slight error on his part. Hopefully, like I said, doesn't cost him here. But Adam could have been down an extra 4 life, or at least if the Sarah Angel was in play, he might have done something different with his turn rather than play the Gadwick.
Yeah, and it could be, the snow lands versus the regular lands just kind of visually didn't look great.
Yeah, he does have a snow-covered plains and a regular plains, but
Mhm.
actually, I was thinking about blocking here. Just maybe didn't want to go get too low. But oh boy, that'll be all all
Yeah,
of Asher's creatures back to hand here.
everything.
This Battlesong Berserker, I assume, is that a giant? Does that gets to stay, right?
No, I don't
Oh
believe
no, it's
so.
not. Okay.
It's a human berserker.
Oh, human berserker. Okay. I knew it was a berserker based on the name, but yeah, now like this game could literally be over if Adam has enough blue spells here due to the text on Gadwick.
Well, again, so he's just got the Slagstorm and lands are the only ones that y'all can't see. So
Well, I mean, the Slag Storm here can just wipe out the whole board except for the 7/7 if he wants it to.
yeah, and Adam can put the pick on the
Oh,
Gadwick.
yeah, he
To,
can play pick. Yeah, he has exactly enough. No, even more than enough here. With one white mana, I mean, even Fleeting Flight does not save any of these creatures from a
he drew a
Slag
Demon
Storm.
Bolt, so I think he's assessing what the right play is, but it's got to just be to throw the pick on the Wizard and Slagstorm, right?
Yeah, I mean, we know it's
Oh.
lethal. Adam might be thinking, what could there be for one mana that could stop this? The answer is not much, really. I mean, maybe he's racking his brain to think of something from Kaldheim or Eldraine that could save a creature here, but looks like it's pretty safe to proceed. But
Yeah, he almost played the Berserker out, and then he canceled out of it. So I think
uh,
he's
I think he figured it
going.
out here. So
Yeah,
yeah, Cyclone Summoner just devastating. I don't even remember this card doing all that much in Kaldheim, but look at this. This is quite the impressive display. He rides the
yeah,
Cyclone Summoner to victory here in the feature match. So very cool deck, very different flavor than basically anything I've seen in this league so far. So very impressive performance by Adam. Congratulations to him, and we'll be back in a little bit for our second match of the week.